Hi everyone, welcome back. I'm in the fun jar, but soon I will go to the backyard. I want to show you some of the roses. They still have some pretty bloom on in my garden. And you can see beautiful day. We did have a light frost today. I think it's cooled down to 1.5 degrees Celsius this morning. And of course, some of the roses I still have a bloom, but not that so pretty. So I'm not going to show you. I just want to show you the roses. They still looking quite good actually, with the foliage as well. So today is the 9th of May 2025. Walk around my garden and see what variety they still looking good and still have some pretty bloom on. So the blooms are looking lovely, and I think the bloom over here got damaged by the frost actually a few days ago. But you can see pretty bloom, right? Isn't it pretty? Wow, it's a lovely kind of orange color, and this variety is called Orangey. It's very healthy rose, guy, but it doesn't do well in the heat. It loves the cool temperature, so it's doing very well at the moment. I think yesterday it was 22 degrees Celsius, and I think today is around 20 or 22 as well. And you can see in early winter, still a lot of green leaves on. And the bush so vigorous. I think this bush around 4 years old. One of the bush that I bought when I start gardening. Oh no, yeah, maybe start gardening and into roses. Wow, and I do have to trim this variety quite a lot because you can see I planted it quite close to my feijoa. I did trim quite a few branches last year of my feijoa bush, but this year again this bush it have grown so big, pushing out a lot of new growth, and I trim it down or trimming a lot of low branches down, but still a lot of canes down there. Anyway, I have a lot of work in the garden, clearing out the base of the roses, but I just want to wait like once their leaves drop on, and I can go through and clean all of them at once, because I think last year or the other year I did like that quite early. After that I had to went back and to clean another time. So anyway, so see the Orangey. The next rose I want to show you down on this side. So this one is the Delightful Parfuma. Now I have quite a few buds on the top over here. They went to born already, I think, because a few days we had the rain. Oh, look at the ladybird and the larva of the ladybird. So all of it they went to born already. They don't look good anymore. I should cut them, right? But this bloom still looking good, right? Wow. And this one have a delightful scent. Let me try to come over there to show you. I got that hydrangea. It's called oak leaf hydrangea. Let's come over there. It's beautiful hydrangea and still blooming. I think it will bloom until we got the heavy frost. Oh, I went out here the other day and I trimmed down a lot of my peonies. Okay, I got caught in the sun here. Okay, let's look at the oak leaf hydrangea over here. This is dapple flower. Oh, I do need to pick my feijoa. Look, yesterday we got very heavy very gusty wind yesterday. You can see the feijoa, they are huge. Look, they're here too. I should come out here and pick them. I do need to get a basket or container or something to put them in though. But anyway, let me to pull the one down a little bit because the wind yesterday just fly or make the net just openize it, so I try to cover it, otherwise the bird when they come in. Okay, let me pick this one as well. You can see, wow, so pretty, right? The bloom huge, around maybe 20 centimeters long. Can you believe that? Or even longer, 25 centimeters long. Because normally one scratch of my finger or 20 centimeter, and that over here nearly 30 centimeter length of the bunch like this. Wow, they are so pretty. Wow, you can see the petals, they're so tied together, so pretty. Wow, lots of other buds here, they're starting to bloom too. Hopefully we won't have a heavy frost soon, otherwise this bloom they all kind of shiver and fade, but their leaves looking beautiful during the winter. They turn to very deep purple like this. Why? When their leaves exposed to the cold, and the one underneath it haven't had chance to expose to the cold, and they still have green color leaves here. One more time, beautiful double blooms. Look at that, so pretty. A quick look on this rose bush over here. This one is Madame Alexandra. I had 3 bushes in this area, by the way, and I planted them 3 years ago, and soon they could be 4 years since I planted them. They have grown so big, they have grown so tall, but also I planted them in the raised garden bed. You can see, I think the gardens way up, I think maybe 30 centimeters high, so the bush, you could feel that they even get taller. And you know, from the base of the plant over there on the way up, I think the canes are around 3 meters tall. But soon I do need to reduce the height of the canes because we do have a gusty wind during the winter, so I don't want the plant rocking around and stress the plant. These roses have very strong mauve fragrance and wonderful for cut flower, guys. And I had to, like at the beginning, I was thinking maybe this rose will not great in the heat, but they can tolerate with like 33 degrees Celsius in my area. So that's lovely. I always love the canes that they have very sturdy stem and thread, and they are thorny. But some cane, they're not too thorny. You can see, like example, this cane, very smooth, right? And let me show you. I got 2 other bushes over here. They have grown so big too. But another bush I want to show you. The bush that I got over this way, I grew it from the cutting. I think this season could be 2 years. Sorry about the mess in the garden. Let me show you. I think because I have it grow in container, but also it's not an old bush, so it's grow quite compact. I have quite pretty bloom from this bush this season, but I quite like it, healthy and grow compact. Plenty in the container. We'll see how it does in the future, but at the moment I think well, the candle will be very long, but it's yeah, it's not too big. I think the width is around 70 or 80 centimeter width, and the canes over 1 meter tall. And let me show you some striking pansies over here. They all self-seeded. They were in my garden around 3 or 4 years now. Every year they self-seeded. Sometimes they too close together. I prune them out, I thin them out, but they always very welcome. Because this variety, they're not vigorous or invasive. Sometimes I do have very pretty color. Let me show you. Let's see. Can you see the lovely color over there? And I do have some other pretty color. That area too. You can see that. So I sold the seeds. The packet of the seed I got from Aldi a few years ago. After that, when the seedling they were this high, I planted them in this garden bed, and since then just self-seeded. By the way, let me show you some cuttings. The rose cutting, I planted them, here and there. I can't remember, but since I think in February. Some of them they look good. and a lot of them die. And I lost quite a few in this area. I think at that time we had lots of rain, so a lot of them got rotten. So I had to pull them out. So some of the canes, they still okay over there. But hopefully I will have a few. Look at those. Last year I had quite a few of them. I have a lot of Bordeaux and I have quite a few more Madame Anisette as well. So this year I try to go different variety. Oh, let me show you. This is adorable. Oh, got a little bit nice shiver on the top here actually. This is Cordet rose. It's very healthy rose, guy. Okay, so over here, Ellison Field. I got 2 bushes in this area. They have a lot of root competition and sunlight as well. They grow much smaller to compare to the bush I got on the other side. But they are so pretty. Look at those. Still very pretty, right? And over this side, some pretty blooms of this lilac bush. It's just so trend. This lilac, lilac should be bloom in the early spring. It has beautiful scent, guys. But they just bloom in they just bloom in late autumn and early winter. You will see a lot of bud. Yeah, a lot of bud. Wow, a lot of them they're starting to bloom. I hope that this one won't send the sucker out though. Otherwise, it could be chopped down because I don't want the runner coming out. Let's check on. Because the first, I think, for 2 years, when I planted my other lilac bush, and it was fine. Didn't send any runner out at all. And just, I think, a year recently, that bush just sending out so many runner, and I got sick of it because it kind of choke at the roses and shade a lot to other roses as well. So I didn't like that. Anyway, let me just try to get rid of this weed actually. Let me show you. Okay, let me show you. Is there anything over here I can show you? That's rose though. Still doing amazing. You see the red color over there? Very bright. Very bright red color. Not quite show you, right? Let me try to put it one down. This rose is terrific in the heat, guys. It doesn't have a scent, or maybe have a light scent. Let me try to smell it a little bit. Hardly any scent at all, actually. I couldn't say it have a light scent either. But it's doing so well in the heat. Anyway, I have few pretty bloom of no surrender. No surrender, still doing very well. Wow, lots of pretty blooms over here too. Look at those. And still few more buds as well on the way. You see the bud here? Love the resort color to be at the back of the petals. And some more over here too. I'm wondering, should I grow more roses from the cutting or from the seeds? Because I have few from this bush. Maybe I should, hey? I can try again. I can try, right? Yeah, I have so many rose seedlings that I got from last year. But during the summer, I was too busy to look after them. So they have been neglected for, I don't know, few months during the summer. Especially at that time, some of them got dry out. And a lot of them, they die as well. But I still have quite a few. And some of the blooms of Bordeaux rose over here. I think the 3 bushes over here, they're doing much better than the other 3 bushes I got on the other side next to the grapevines. I think because of the warmth or the heat from the concrete, it just keeps the plant warm during the night. So I still have a few blooms left, and also I do have a few buds still going on the other side. I come over there and show you. But I think a few of the blooms over here got damaged a little bit from the frost. But that's okay. Still have some lovely color. Let's come over here. I want to show you. I try to stay down a little bit so my shadow doesn't shade it. Here, the blooms, this quite small. Maybe this bloom bigger. Yeah, the bloom from this one bigger. Yeah, very healthy roses. And they have grown so big. Let's see, Princess Alexandra can. Oh, still bloom. The scent is lovely. You know, the scent of this variety, it have grown on me. Because I think in the first two flashes, I did not smell of the strong scent from this rose. But lately, I do. Especially today, it's a very pretty salmon pink color and have very strong scent. Wow, I do love the scent of this rose. Unlike this one, few bloom left here, okay, fade, but he doesn't have a scent. This is butterfly kisses. And another variety over here, this one a best impression and still very impressed me. This one, I put this one in the list of was one of the best heat tolerant roses in my garden. But also this one, I put in the list that one of the best performer in 2025. You can see so pretty. And the blooms are still big as well. I think about 8 centimeters width. The scent is so lovely and strong. And considering this pretty high pretty rose, but it has grown so tall, vigorous but so thorny. I try to train this one up to the elbow actually. I think I need to tie up somehow, right? Anyways, the next rose I want to show you, still some pretty blooms over here I have. I cut some of the blooms inside the other day though. And this one again, best performer 2024 and 25, but also one of the heat tolerant roses in my garden too. At the corner over here, I think this area the roses they receive a lot of sunshine, so they still have some bloom on. Let's look at this one, pretty bloom over here. This is golden celebration, still very pretty. I'm very impressed about this rose. And actually the frame I just got from the trash area in my complex. I brought it home. Actually it's very handy and it's wonderful to support this flimsy cane. The bloom is pretty, right? And they have strong scent, guys. This is I could say like 8 out of 10 for the scent. The bush still very small though. I bought as bare wood just a few months ago, and it stayed in the container for a long time. But at the end, I decided to plant this one in this area. This is my mother garden. So I have 2 beautiful potted roses over here. This one doesn't have any bloom on. Another side over here, this is have an honor. This is beautiful rose. Yeah, it just there's no bloom on these 2 bushes. But I think one of the reasons I think they already utilize a lot of the compost or soil in there, so at the end of the season I do feel that they're struggling a little bit, so I think I do need to refresh the soil or sometimes like something like pull them out container, put them in somewhere where their roots can reaching down into the top soil, at least because during the summer I do find that these 2 containers they dry out much quicker. I think that is for the video today. Those are the 10 rose variety that they still have a few bloom here and there, and I'm so glad that I have a chance to show you before they completely gone. Anyway, thank you for watching and see you next video. Bye bye.